The news, all that, the usual thing. A bit of news straight off from me about the job. Okay, I've had 40 something applications, probably about 18 or 19 did what I asked them to do, and probably out of those, about 15 have a driver's license. Don't apply if you don't have a driver's license, okay? No point. This is a car show, for God's sake. You will be driving cars. Anyway, on with the news. The budget is on today. It's not on yet. This is obviously filmed on a Wednesday morning. Comes out on a Wednesday afternoon. The budget is on a Wednesday afternoon. I am on Midlands 103 this evening, live, talking about how it's going to affect motorists. And I'll do a special video tomorrow based on how it's going to affect all of us here in Ireland. I think we're going to get raped, and that's a fact. I actually think that. Buy your lube, folks, because the government's going to extract a lot of stuff from you. Anyway, on with actual positive news. Hot off the wire this morning, I see 6 jobs created by SEAT opening a new dealership somewhere in Dublin. I don't actually have a printout here, just seen it on the phone as I walked through the door. Congratulations, always good to hear about 6 new jobs, no matter how small or big. Even if only 1 job is created, it's always good to hear it. Okay, so on with TomTom. Updates its navigation app for Android. Okay, if you don't know about this, I know Google Maps is pretty good, but it requires a Wi-Fi connection to be able to search for destinations. Okay, so bear that in mind. So if you're out on the ground, you don't have a data connection, or your 3G is not great, or you don't have a data plan, you're going to get ripped off searching for stuff. Okay, whereas TomTom have an app that you don't need a data connection for. It's a full system. They're after updating it now today. Smartphone app for drivers. TomTom releases a new update to the app that's available for more Android owners. So check it out. Type TomTom into Google Play. I actually have a smartphone. It's on my phone. I have the Europe-wide one, and it's very, very good. It's very good because you don't need a data connection. It's very good. It's quite a big app though. It's like 3 gigabytes, 3 point something gigabytes. You need Wi-Fi for it. You can get it from Google Play. TomTom's introductory offer has been extended for the holiday season, which means customers can get the app at a special discounted price of $34.99. People already navigating the app can update free of charge. So $34.99 for the new customers, which is always worth a look. Definitely check it out. I'm a big fan of what TomTom do, particularly here in Ireland, because they've got, it's actually marketed here in Ireland as well, and they have the stuff and the support is here, all that. So it's always worth a good look. But it's nice to see it coming out for Android. There is a good selection. There's the Ireland one only, there's UK and Ireland, then there's Europe as well. And I know to do more maps, you can add on more stuff for around the world. Very handy when you're on the international stuff, okay? Next news, DAA flies into the future with Renault ZE electric vans. Believe it or not, the Dublin Airport Authority has gone electric for the latest fleet purchase as part of the company's commitment to reduce its carbon footprint. Think of all those jumbo jets landing and going, and they're getting some electric cars to offset that. They bought 9 electric vehicles. That'll be funny when they're out and run out of electricity on the runway. But not saying that with electric cars, but there's always a bit of humour to go with electric cars. They bought Kangoos. They're supported by ESB Cars. They test drove Kangoo ZE for a month to kind of try it out, see what they think. It'll work. It'll work for Dublin Airport Authority because, of course, they can just zoom about the place all over the airport. It's in a confined area, which is always good. The Fluence ZE, of course, is out. The Twizy, which I've seen, I've sat in, I want to have a go in, looks like a bit of a laugh, but there is licensing issues in this country. It's just stupid stuff, right? Because it could be classed as a quadricycle, which is kind of a motorbike, which means anyone about 16 or older could drive it without a license, really, or without that, without having to get a full driver's license. And yet, it's got 4 wheels and a roof and doors, well, half a door, which means that it should really be a car. So look, you just need to decide what you're going to do with that one. Get on with it. Really, get the thing out. I really want to have a go on that thing. It'd be good crack. Congratulations anyway, DA and Renault for buying in the electric vehicles. Nice to see a bit of support going to the electric vehicles in this country by major organisations like the Dublin Airport Authority. Next one comes from Fiat. You Americans will love this. The Fiat Ducato to join the North American Ram truck range. Okay, so our little Ducato, which is a very pleasurable van to drive, big commercial van thing, is going to go into the Ram ProMaster, whatever you just call that over there in America. I'm sure it means something to you guys. It means very little to us over here. The redesigned Ram truck style queues plus features and powertrains suited to North American commercial customers. So you're going to get V8s, are you, or maybe a V10 or something in it, rather than our little diesels. We feel that a product feature and launch timing standpoint that the all-new Ram ProMaster van is going to be a home run, added some guy called Diaz. Who's the guy called Diaz? Fred Diaz. Sorry, Fred. Fred Diaz, President and CEO of Ram Truck Brand and Chrysler de Mexico. Chrysler Group LLC. That's quite a long title there, Fred. Well done, though. It'll be good crack. Fiat Ducato. I'm sure it probably won't look much like our Ducato over here. The much overlooked recently in the Irish Car of the Year Awards, the Mazda CX5 has actually won Car of the Year in Japan. I just thought I'd mention that for you Japanese people who watch this as well. I know there's some of you out there. But CX5 has won Car of the Year. One of my favourite cars is the Mazda CX5 from this year. It really is. It's certainly in the top 10 of cars to look at. It's a 2.2 litre diesel engine, all the stuff that goes with it. You know, there's a lot of kit involved, a lot of thought has gone into it. It handles like a car, but it drives like an off-roader. It's very good. Congratulations, Mazda. Mazda International, obviously. Oh, by the way, a little bit of news for those who were asking. Mazda 6 launch is on in January, and I'll be going along to that. That's the international drive. We'll be heading along to that and having a look at what the new Mazda 6 has to offer. It is currently 1 degree here. My hands are turning slightly blue. I may have to find some gloves in a second. Now, it's a competition run by TomTom. We're back to TomTom again, but 6 driving adventures and thousands of great prizes to be won in an online game. So what you have to do is TomTom gives you more is the thing, right? Which offers people a chance to unwrap the world and win one of 6 unforgettable driving adventures at www.tomtom.com/more. Global competition runs until 15th of January, so you have till 15th of January to enter it, and it's only open to, right, sit back, here's a list: UK, Germany, France, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium, Ireland, Portugal, Austria, Switzerland, Poland, Czech Republic, South Africa, Turkey, Australia, New Zealand, USA, Canada, Mexico, Brazil, Argentina and India. So if you weren't mentioned on that list, you're on your own. The 6 main prize winners will be sent on a 2-week driving adventure for 4 people along one of the spectacular routes: Ruta 40 in Argentina, the Garden Route in South Africa, the Grand Alpine Tour in Europe, the Malaysian Roundabout, ooh, that sounds interesting, the Australian Coastal Route, or the Pacific Coast Highway in California. Now, there's seemingly you collect points, virtual coins, right? I have to put a code somewhere so you can collect those points. Now I'm going to put it on the nextgear.com, so you go to the nextgear.com and you'll find a code. I'll try and put it on the front page somewhere. You'll root around, you'll find it. It'll give you 250 virtual coins. So I'm going to put it up there for you. They're yours. That's a gift from me, 250 coins to get you going, okay? Enjoy, best of luck. I hope somebody from Ireland wins. If somebody from Ireland wins, let me know and we'll see about making a video of that or something. Anyway, the new Mercedes A-Class is finally here. We've heard an awful lot about it for the last while. We actually test drove it recently, and I test drove it again the other day along with the new CLS shooting brake. Test drove that as well, and the new E-Class hybrid. Tested both those, all here in Ireland. We'll have a full test of those later on. Now I have a full test coming with the A-Class in the first week of January, okay? So the very first week of January I actually have the A-Class and we test it then. But it is available, it is in your showrooms. You can go and see it right now. It is worth a look, I have to say. It's a very, very good car. Watch out for Mercedes. They are coming back, and they are coming back strong this year. Honest to God. Other than the B-Class, I wasn't a big fan of the B-Class. Everything else they're doing at the moment is pretty good. You know, that really is. Particularly that shooting brake. I thought that was an excellent bloody car. Really. Now the A-Class is going to round it up for them. And hopefully they will have available in your showroom when you go and visit. I'm sure they will. It's Mercedes. They're well able to do it. Two models take centre stage initially. One is an A180 petrol, which is very good, by the way. It's only from 26,435 X-Works. And the other one is an A180 CDI diesel, which is 28,550. Now, I'd probably go for the diesel one because it's Ireland, but a petrol one is actually very efficient, very close to the diesel version in fuel economy. The diesel version has a greener CO2 emission, so it's only 98 grams of CO2. And when the budget comes today, that is going to become really relevant. I have a feeling they're going to split the tax bands in three. You'll have tax band A1, A2 and A3, and anything over that goes into B1, B2, B3 to try and get a little bit of extra cash from your pocket. I'd expect about 7% increase in everyone else who is not in the tax bands of A to E. Like me, I have a 2006 car, so I pay the old-fashioned tax. That's going to absolutely tear us apart. I know it will. It's going to be a bad budget. It will, for everybody, not just for some. It's going to actually hit everybody as it is. As always, you want to get in touch, it's bobflav@thenextgear.com. This news is brought to you from the front seat of an Opel Insignia, which I'm about to do a review of. Yeah, that's not going to be a good review. But, you know, it's not. It's just not. It's not. It's a 1.4 petrol and, you know. Anyway, you'll see. I'll save it for the review, but it's not going to be pretty. Sorry, Opel.